Hey guys, this is Kei speaking, and today we are back in automation with the Ellisbury update and our campaign playthrough with the Gasmean Kei Cars. Yes, they are amazingly large and definitely are exactly what the Gasmean populace wants. Muscle to the extreme. Anyway, we are continuing right there. That looks like the correct save, so let's continue this one. We left off at the point where I had not completely set up the project for engineering. We spent a lot of time going through the engineering of the various trims, especially the first one, the family trim. Let's think of some fat jokes here. And now, please, let's continue this project by just getting a factory set up. And engineering was already set up as well, that's great. A contract factory, or maybe if our output looks like it can be sustained for like a small two, maybe small two at 1.5 shifts or something. If we run into something crazy like that, then I might consider making my own small factory, because that would really cut down on costs. So, we have our base version right there. Wow. Ouch. 3,000 bucks for this tiny little thing that fits into a shoebox. Yeah, we don't have a car factory. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Where do we want to put this? Do we want to have the workforce skill, but insane labor costs? Or do we have a little less skill and labor costs being slightly less? I think we stay in Gasmea, right? Plots. This isn't too expensive, so let's buy a small. We can't afford a medium. Nah, not really. That's a little too out there. So, a small one? Should we go for a small one? Let's set up a small one first, and then see how demand is shaping up. This Oh! Yeah, that's a problem. That's 13 months. So, our engineering time is a little too quick. I do up the wages as well as the quality just to get the build quality up as quickly as possible. And now we also need to drop the automation level because this is a very much not mass-produced vehicle. So automation level goes down. 35 is okay. Tooling quality though, do want to have a bit more. It doesn't cost much because these are hand tools. Supposedly we're making a bit of a win. Profit, that is. And I doubt we will be able to make all too much, because this will be costing just production costs of a vehicle then. Or is this car labor, engine? Yeah, so this is 10k. Now the forecast? Yeah, all right. Okay. I think we're in the game. I think we might need to up production a bit. Can aim a little higher, as you see. So it's a margin of 40%, and with that we are selling the car for like 13-14k. Another thing I need to check out is how much of a loan they would be willing to give us at this point. I think it would be enough to get a small engine factory as well. Loan coverage, yes, 200% available. Yeah, okay. 200% is not that much. Actually, it's not that much. 16 million, so 32. Yeah, okay. Let's add an engine factory and scare the crap out of me. If we add an engine factory, however, we do need to upgrade our car factory too. A small 3. That would be aggressive. Yeah, okay, that does scare me. This is basically our entire capital. Maybe we can get our lenders to agree with that. This looks like a worthwhile project though. So let's try that. forecasting tool. Yeah, maybe we can now run like 30%. And let's check it out where we are at. This is looking good so far. Whoa! Okay. Back to 40, please. Back to 40. Is this real? What? Are these going to be so popular? Oh, 4%. Okay, well, that explains a few things. Well, that wasn't the issue. Then, I would say we just check out quickly before we adjust engineering times, because they look hilarious, as you can see. Oh, the car factory is taking forever, too. Not great. Loan coverage. Oh, the maximum is 100%. Okay. We don't need to take out 76 million, though. That's ridiculous. So we can get away with a much, much better rating here, loan interest rate. And 5%, can we drop it to... Yeah, I think a 5% rate would be fine at 50. Yeah, it's looking good. And we are going to pay this one back in 10 years' time. So just keep it away from us, all right? We need to have a smooth start. But now, this is taking 19 months. That means we can upgrade our various sliders in engineering. I still don't quite believe it can be this good. Something must be wrong. That's why I'm going for a forecast which is like way underproducing on our end. I doubt this will last beyond the competition releasing their new cars. I think it was 19 months in total. This is looking like a very strong setup already. 64 reliability slider there. Average trim reliability, almost 70. That's in 1946. The thing is here that the engine factory being set up on our end instead of being a contract just gives us such a massive profit margin on this. Now, even at 50%, we can then 50% markup. We can sell it still for 11k. That's selling to the dealers. Then they add another 15% or so. That means the engine can also see a fair amount of reliability upgrade. That's looking decent enough. And now that we're producing it ourselves, we kind of care about the tooling as well. So let's drop this again. There we go. Perfect. And yeah, almost. I can get it there. Yes, now this is looking better, more aligned, but far into the future. 19 months of wait time. During that time, we can do a decent amount of marketing. We do have the capital and everything. And I think I've just discovered another bug. This one has been with us for a long time, I believe. Company valuation should be 50, not 51.4. I think these are both of the plots that we just... that we haven't signed off yet, that now are supposedly ours already, ahead of time. So this would allow us to get a higher loan and loan amount, or better conditions. So there might be an exploit there. Maybe it's just a visual thing. That could be. So maybe we could try a trick and just see if this is actually super broken. Because what we can do is we go into factory management, select a huge plot. Huge plot, I said, not like there. It's 100 million, right? So if we go here, it still have the small free factory on it. There, yep, there you go. And we can still have... Oh yeah, that is a pretty bad exploit, actually. I didn't know that still existed. That way you can cheat yourself around if you want to make a 100x start. You should better do this before we fix it up in the next patch, because this should be a pretty easy one. And of course we do not want to exploit this, so I'm going to assume that we are just having access to our little small plot. I am wondering, however, with the loan being that generous and the forecast looking this good, if upgrading to a medium plot for an additional 7 million would be worth it? And I think the answer is yes. Not on the engine side, but on the car side, definitely. And this will also make our jump to monocoque quite a bit easier, because we can use our base factory for it. Alright, forecast still looking the same, all good. Now, it's time to save the game and watch our numbers absolutely get annihilated as competitors release cars through 1946 and 47 before we hit the market. But maybe we do sell a few anyway. So, project overall. Oof. Yeah, that looks a lot worse. I did want to get decent conditions, and that still holds true here at 5%. Now, you see our company valuation is dropped down again. It's still a little inflated, but because I'm not taking maximum loan, it's not really that much of a difference right now. Now, game is manually saved. We have a fallback safety net called save game. That would be so nice to have in reality. I remember the time when I played a lot of Jagged Alliance, like the first one especially, but the second one too. Like the second one is probably one of my favorite games, and I played it so much that I was completely like, okay, yeah, quick load, like in real life. It's like, oh no, you can't. Damn it! Messed that up again. So we sign off our projects, we agree to all the costs and terrible outcomes, and that is all looking like it's ready. Marketing will be required. I do have a very easy route of marketing, and I'm cherishing the time before it is locked behind a company HQ level. Yes, you heard that right. That's something that's planned, that you have your company HQ that you can upgrade to get access to various features, more engineering slots, and so on. And, well, currently you don't even have engineering slots. You can engineer as many projects as you like. That won't be the case later on. But, footprint, minus. I don't think this will be too expensive in Gasmea. Do you? Let's see. Okay, this is amazing. $500? Oh no. How are we supposed to afford that? I think the only thing that benefits from it is... Oh? Do they have a little bit of footprint? No. No, they don't. But why is everything gaining? Is everything gaining from this? That can't be. Like, nothing is gaining from it. Oh, that commuter, tiny bit. Minus 2.1%. Yes, that's why it's so damn inexpensive. But city cars are like crazy. Problem being, Gasmea doesn't even know what a city car is. But we can sow the seeds of Kei car destruction by just implanting the possibility of this existing, a small car existing in Gasmea, imprinting it in the brains early on. Maybe the next generation or the one thereafter might recognize this as a valid idea because of our marketing right now. Brainwashing needs to start early, and early is 1946. So there we go. This is probably way too expensive for us to do. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. No. But the footprint minus thing is also something that will work better in Helvetia and be more expensive in Helvetia. So if we copy to all, let's see how much it costs here. 12K. You know why it's more expensive? It's very simple. We can only market to demographics that care about this thing. And Gasmea has a natural, massive, where is it, footprint, plus 2.9% size. No. Body size is much more, that's more like 290%. But here, we do have a negative 0.6. That means all the size preferences of these various demographics are lowered by 0.6%. That means that even those that are neutral are now slightly negative, tending slightly towards smaller cars. In Farina, of course, this is much more extreme and pronounced. That's probably more like -2 or -3%. And yeah, that means that all the cars will benefit from that marketing, and it will cost a lot more because there's much more to target. Here, there's nothing to target, so I mean, are you going to advertise this in the small car fetish magazine or something? I do think, though, that we want to have a little bit of marketing going. 64k is already hefty, but the project is looking so promising. I don't think that's going to hurt us too bad. So that's a decent setup. Copy to all. 47, 49k. And which demographics? Oh, you see here, light delivery is it's actually gaining slightly even from it. City a lot, and they do have city cars. So this is where we want to advertise. But this is also costly. Yeah, I think level 3 is fine. Our car is going to be extremely reliable, so I am toying with this idea that we have level 2 marketing in both Facelift and Gasmea for this. So, yep, I think that's what we do. It is 165k. And now research and development. What track do we need to go down? It's so nice to have this green wall be ahead of the current year. There's quite a benefit of all. And here we have a baseline +2. So anything on top of that will cost quite a bit extra. And here we have a +4. I think the standard thing to do is safety and interior. The safety, oh no, it's not too important, safety, because we do have a +2 naturally at the moment. And we are only using this to lower the engineering time on it. So we should be fine, but +1 here is always a good idea, although it's one of the most costly things to do. Let's keep it around there. 82k, that's already a good chunk of money each month, so let's stay conservative until we know how successful we are. Wow, we must have hit a very soft spot there with the delivery, the small delivery key car. That's going to be a hit. Look at this desirability ratio, it's amazing. But now, it is time to speed towards the release. And we already have pre-orders. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, here we go, and that's not a small amount of pre-orders either. Wait a second. That is 3.4 months already in terms of pre-orders that we have. Remaining pre-orders just for the delivery is 1,000 now. Okay, yep. I guess we won't have any issues selling these things. We're already making a profit. Big one. That is... okay, well then that's just with 10% deposit too. The market was doing pretty well, and now we have its release. Now, question is, the factory shifts are a little low. Yeah, they have to be ramped up first. On the first month, it's going to jump to 2 shifts target, and they will hire new personnel. Let's see how much of a profit we are garnering here. Let's get up. Yes, okay. Looks like we are somewhat safe. But we do have a massive problem. Yes, this is a massive problem. Whoops. 11 months of wait time. That is absolutely destroying, as you can see, destroying our desirability here. Delivery delay penalty, 71%. Looks like we have to just grab more money. Pre-order change 30%. Still damn good. Yeah. This fucking curve doesn't budge. Oh, okay, well, these are still resetting. That's such a weird bug. Couldn't be replicated in editor. That's weird. But these are now at 80%. Because if we just forward 1 month and look again, and you see the pre-orders changed as well, you see they're at 80%. So this is all correct. The UI just doesn't want to display it, right? Yeah, we're ramping up. New staff hired per month is 57. So that's 18%. That's good. I mean, your predictions were right. Who doesn't like tits? I mean, this just sells. In 3 months' time, we are getting a few more upgrades, and I think I'm going to start a longer facelift at that point. And with how things are going, I believe what we also should do at that point is to start designing a sporty version of this engine. Right, sales have stabilized. This is amazing. It is going so well that I would say that this is this new Gasmean meta? The Gasmean Kei Car? Yeah, but it's time for a facelift now. After watching back the previous video, I was like, why didn't I try cast heavy pistons? I mean, the only thing that keeps us from using heavy pistons is that the conrods will break apart at high RPM, and the crank as well, because they will be shaking to death. But look at the limits that we have on these things. We could rev this thing to 11,000 and the crank wouldn't break. So I think this is not too bad a choice. And power density penalty, be gone. Also, why do I have American units? I think I discovered some bug at some point I had to check out. Yeah, there was some conversion issue or something. Oh, there was a fair amount of springs left in it. Just optimizing the engine a little. Reverse flow is available. Yeah, we should be making use of that. It will be solid. More comfort in our cars. And we're now making a proud 15.1 horsepower. Let's just have a quick comparison between this engine and our previous one. Oh yeah, look at that. Just a general nice improvement. And with how this is going, I believe we might end up in a medium factory sooner rather than later. So I'm going to clone this one and make a Sport version. We can still run the damn Sport version on heavy cast pistons, because everything else revs to the moon anyway. Oh, you know what? I think these aren't converted, are they? These are probably in Newton meters. Let's see if they change if I change my units. Oh, no, actually. This is now Newton meters and these values are higher. So, no, that wasn't the case. It's just that they take much more torque than what this little engine can produce. So first of all, less flywheel mass. That will help. I don't know if we want to get rid of our eco carbs, although they are severely hampering our throttle response. Lower compression because it's not an eco car. We do need max power instead. Maybe 65 cam? Around there, that would be pretty sporty. And yes, 7,200 RPM is our limit. Let's see what we need to take in order to make it actually go there and produce anything. That seems like power. Single carb, not single barrel carb, not eco. Not so much better at the moment. Although, yeah. No, it's actually worse there, but that might be because it's it is set up poorly. Yes, it is. I don't want to pay double for the engineering though, because we had +5 quality. Performance mid, look at this difference. It's amazing. Almost looks like a solid engine. This is looking very good. And we go for tubular mid. Oh, the power! I wonder, Can we get 20 horsepower out of this one? Oh yes. Oh yes. 19.9. We're so close. And there we go. 20 it is. 20.1 even. Throttle response has come up a decent amount. That's good. That's basically a requirement to get any kind of sportiness out of this. Just the exhaust is still too flowy, but we can't do anything with this. Well, what are we supposed to do? There's no size smaller than this. Ah, the tuners of the Gasmean early 50s will be astounded by the cheap tricks that you can play to optimize this engine and get at least another 50 watts out of it. It is the straw technique. But now that we have made the engine, we definitely do not want it in the family car. So let's swap it out again. I was going to say I am quite happy with my 3 gear, but seeing that a 4 gear does give us a decent boost in drivability, I think I'm going for this one. We do have some time to re-engineer stuff, and this is not the worst thing that can happen. And with the 4th gear, I believe I'm going for a setup like this. Because we now can. I can use an overdrive gear, and that gets us down to 4.5 liters, 100k. And for you Americans out there, that is 52 miles per gallon. Subtract about 20 from this if you are a normal-sized Gasmean person. Now it is time to use our last point of quality in aerodynamics. Do we get further down there? No, we don't. What WES class are we in, by the way? I never checked, did I? So we do want to go to fuel economy. And, ooh, so nice looking. We are good up to 75. This car's already good to WES 5. That's amazing. 1975, here we come. Yeah, we are in WLTP class 1 all the way. Perfect. That's why we get so good values here. Look at the emissions we would produce in the higher classes. That's based on power to weight ratio, by the way. I don't think I want to have another point in quality for the interior. And I'm going to use my tech pool in the suspension as well. How about we add another point in quality here too? Yeah, overall fine. Same for the drivetrain. Using 2 quality there instead of 0 prior. And for the brakes I would add quality, but we'd have 0 brake fade. So why would we? And we have no other issues whatsoever. So it's perfect. Maybe you missed it the first time, but this is the original setup for the gearing. 3 gear, so 5 liters there. And now 4 gears, and we up the top one to something like this. Yeah, there you go. 4.5, so slightly low drivability through making an overdrive gear. But on the other hand, we cut off 0.5 liters per 100k. Okay, nothing has changed about our markets here. And just an all-around good upgrade to our stats. Those sales numbers though. Holy cow. Low top speed penalties, yes. Low top speed to prestige, utility, sportiness and drivability. They're all suffering just ever so slightly. Oh, I thought this would be way worse. That's not much of a surprise, so this gives us a little bit of leeway to upgrade our sliders. How about we aim for... Ooh, problem here. Ooh, whoops. 38 months? That seems rather expensive. Let's see what we did there. I mean, we added the new engine, but that's way over the top. Oh, it's the fuel system. Okay. But why? Is it because our switch to the performance mid? That could be the case. Of course, we would be severely hampering this engine without the tubular mid and the performance mid setup. That is taking away Oof, that is 20% power. Yeah, unfortunately that seems to be the case. The exhaust change alone, like the reverse flow, is rather expensive. So I think I'm going to take out quality there. Alright, how's this for a compromise? No, still not good enough. Ah man, the tubular headers need to go. Alright, that's much better. Can add in another point of quality then to the fuel system, because that vector certainly isn't long at all. And we end up with 15. Yeah, that's solid. So how about 18 months, roughly? Maybe 24. We are in 148, 2 years from now, 1950. Does any country open up 1950? Frenia is 1970, right? Or was it 1960? Well, we can check it here. 1970, we have to wait a long time. 24 it is. That is a strong setup. Oh yeah, right. We might have to upgrade our engine factory. This only costs 13 million. With how much we are earning right now, that's not too scary. But I don't know how our lenders are seeing that thing. That matter of fact. Maybe. Let's try. The upgrade to a medium factory would be way too expensive at the moment. Even though, well, that's 51 million. It's fine, almost. Not quite. But small free it is. What? Build costs? Why? What is going on? Why is it negative now? Ah, we had number 1 selected. Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah. All the settings are good. I think we can not upgrade or repair the building. Don't need to fix the major tooling either. It's fine. So this will be quite cheap. And yes. I mean, seeing these numbers? Seeing these numbers with Kei Cars in Gasmea in 1948? At 100% competitor difficulty? That's quite astounding. You know what? I'm going to try to do this. 100%. Calculate. You can buy your cars, but well, they don't even care. You can buy your cars, but you have to pay full up front. I don't want to have minus 10 again in terms of pre-orders. But the bad thing about this is that all the pre-orders that you get in, you won't get paid for them when you deliver them. So maybe this is not too smart to do. While on the other hand, we then bridge the costs for factory retooling. Much better like this, because we have new sales and old sales. And they should be front-loaded then, yes. So we can pay our factory with this. Oh, let's try this out. Now the engineering of our little tit can be made a lot longer, because we are only at 10 months here, and we do want to have 24. Okay, well, I guess we take a reliability of 80 in 1948, or 1950. Looking good. 4 months of shutdown. We have to build inventory till then. 25 million. I think I'm going to say no thanks. Although they are very much willing to loan us a lot more than that. At very good rates, too. Like a 4%. Yeah, you know what? That's such a small cost that we might want to take this and invest in marketing instead? Or do we want to save up to a medium factory? But no, let's keep it lean. Let's keep it running lean. We don't need it right now, and our biggest markets are not opening up just yet. We need to be ready for 1970 when the Farinian market opens up. We need to be ready with probably a large factory to satisfy their need for these cars. That sounds like fun. Yes, so sign off this facelift. Ooh, are we good? I think we are. This is looking like a +0, 0. Yep. Perfect. Signed off and agree. Now the question is, are we actually reducing stock levels here? Let's have it run 1 month and find out. No, we aren't. Okay. Oh shit. What do we do then? And yes, we are already running at 2 shifts. This is not going down, so I do need to open this one up and add some more costs to the pre-orders again to scare them away, because this is not acceptable. At some point we must find the point of breaking their neck and getting to lower pre-order numbers. Calculate the forecast, and that resets them, yes, but we accept. Alright, 6. Let's see if that one is actually coming through. Yeah, it was. But this is still going down way too slow. And another markup, 120%. Now maybe, hopefully. Let's see, 3.8, 3.6. Probably not enough, but maybe? I'm stopping the delivery. I'm no longer selling it. This is not going well. We are still producing it, but not selling it. So let's see. Can you please stop? Oh, is that not working? It doesn't seem to be. And we have to up prices once again. This is ridiculous. But, yeah, what else are we supposed to do? We are not filling these, that's for sure. But now something is happening here. Something is happening. Come on. No! Don't build storage for this. Come on. 1 more month of production for this and we're good. Go. Well. You can still produce until this month, yeah. Wow. Holy profit. Look at this. We are at 100 million cash. Okay. Well, I think this is going to lead to a Kei Car empire. That's a phenomenal start. Right. And I think this is a good place to stop, but I do have 2 requests for you. If you like the series so far, please push the like button. No Bud Light here though. And one more thing. In the comments below, leave your suggestions for the next model name, because we do need something small and, if at the same time possible, something funny. That would be good. Alright? I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching, and I shall see you guys next time.